All right, so you're sitting in the room. We're both sitting here. I'm sitting here, you're sitting there, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
I don't know where I am at the moment.
Yes, good. I was going to add seem to be, appear to be. All right, now just look around the room. Notice the various different colours that there are in the room. All sorts of different colours, yeah?
Mm.
Now notice different shapes. There's different objects. There are different things in that room that you're in, yeah? And you're seeing these objects. Yeah, just scan around. Don't get particularly attached or hooked on an object. Just seeing, yeah. Okay, good. Now come back to you and look at me. Yeah, good. Now, can you hear any sounds at all from where you are currently sitting, other than my voice? Listen.
Yes.
Yeah. Just spot a few sounds. You can include my voice, that's fine. Yeah. Like here, I can hear cars going by, I can hear the humming of the fridge.
Yes.
Hear little things rattling.
Yeah.
In the room around me. Yeah. Hearing different things. Got it?
Yeah.
Good. Come to your mouth. Just taste the aftertaste of whatever it is that's going on in your mouth right now. There'll be something there. Unless you've got COVID and you can't taste. Right? Anyway, that's a joke. So, but come to the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, there's a taste there, is there not?
Yes.
Like it's there. Okay, now get your hands and just put them together like this. Just do this and feel. Just feel. This is the touch sensation. Feel. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching. Touch. Can you feel that?
Mm.
Like, holy shit, can you really feel that? You got it? Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, now look at me again. What happened to seeing?
It was forgotten.
Completely.
Yeah.
So too was hearing.
Yeah.
So too was tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the mind. Now imagine, like, you're experiencing your senses as you function in the world, one at a time, and we don't realize it.
Yeah.
We don't realize it. We're aware of one sense at a time.
Mm.
Yeah, there can be a little bit of lap over. Yeah, but now what I'm talking about in the non-dual state, where there's no division, all of the senses get experienced at the same time. There's no division in it. No wonder they call it awakening. Try and imagine that. You could only imagine it. So the seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling is just all on at the same time. On. You could only imagine it. You got the purity of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, all fully on. Yeah. When those senses are perceived through the filter of the mind, they're perceived one at a time. Yeah. That's how it's set up. It's not, you know, that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Yeah. So you start to, you know, this as consciousness becomes brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, that really starts to, yeah, your senses start to brighten up.
Can I ask then, is there a sense of being? Like if I sit still, say, and close my eyes, there is a sense of being. Is that feeling, or
Yeah, you could say
does that
that.
make sense?
Yeah, it does. You could say that. You could say that. I mean, let's eliminate feel altogether. There's no sensation. There's no feeling. Any like zero. If we remove that sense, would the being be there?
Yeah.
Would it? Could it
Without
be? Could the being be experienced without the touch sense?
I don't know.
No, you don't, do you? Isn't that amazing?
No.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck! What do you mean we don't know? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come to know.
Mm.
Come to know. Yeah. The senses of the portals, Gavin. Imagine just for a moment, all of your senses were removed. What would the experience be then?
I don't know, but I can only imagine that there wouldn't be an experience then.
Correct. It'd be nothing.
Mm.
Zero.
Mm.
Like nothing. Like the six senses.
Mm.
Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, thinking. Removed. What's the experience going to be? It wouldn't be one.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like, you know, it's like the sixth sense for a moment for you anyway, and for me. By the way, the sixth sense is the creative sense. That's all it does. Creates. Sounds a bit godlike to me. Sounds like a godly attribute, don't you think?
Mm.
Creates. Now, just stand back just a little bit and look what it's created.
Mm.
Christianity, Hinduism, Muslims. Look what it's created. Bring it now to the immediacy of your room and everything around you right now. Everything in this room that you're experiencing was an idea in somebody's mind once. It started there as an idea in somebody's mind. That bookshelf to your right. There's an idea in someone's mind once.
Mm.
Boom, and now there it is. The sixth sense is the creative sense. It's magnificent. It creates a fucking personal person. It creates a me. It creates the world, Gavin. It creates the world.
Mm.
If you eliminate that sixth sense altogether, just eliminate it, you haven't got a world. Certainly won't have a me. All there would be is seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. Only. If we eliminate the sixth sense, which is the thinking sense.
Mm. this creates so that all the other senses can experience, or is that getting too?
It's they're all yeah. That's what. Yes.
It feels like at times I know I've seen you talk about the bubble and looking in.
Yep.
And at times it's kind of like when I get glimpses of that, it's like the body is completely light. It's all just fucking effortless. It's and it I don't know if this makes I don't know if this is inaccurate, but it's like the eye is just here. It's almost like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's wearing a headset. It's wearing a pair of glasses or a pair of eyeballs. And then the rest of this is just flopping around. And
Yeah.
does that make sense?
It does.
But at times when I can get a glimpse of that, I can see how relaxed it all is. You know, the body, the world, because it's not me. It's not because I'm looking at it. Whereas when I believe I'm in it and it's my life and it's my body, there's tension and stress, and I have to make things happen, and there's a big investment, an energetic investment, or
You know, all Gavin is an idea in mind. That's all, nothing else.
Is it fair to say that the body is just an idea in mind? Because at times I don't feel a body.
Yep.
I feel a shape, a blob, or an energy, or whatever you.
Yeah. It's good. What's your actual true experience of the body? The true one. You've just tried to then.
I mean, if I go looking for what does my finger feel like, I can go, okay, my leg is moving.
Sure.
But otherwise, it's.
But just sitting here like this, without moving the head, without doing it, just sitting here. Now sensate the whole. Yeah.
There's nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. Just sitting, just being, just here now.
Mm.
Yeah. And then from here, what you notice is, what you can notice is the mind and it creating a Gavin. And the mind and it creating a world, labeling everything. Now everything's become a thing. It's got a label, a name. From here, just from here. That's it.
This past week, when I saw you last week, I had used a lot of labels. I've been working on labels for the last 2 or 3 weeks, taking a lot of notes, but it just takes whatever it takes for it to go in, or to.
Yeah.
But a lot of sensation in the body, ferocious fucking stuff, like waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning and just having to sit and allow sweating and all sorts of stuff. But being able to just allow, as you said last week, to use one label, sensation, to just allow something's happening.
Yeah.
But it's freeing, very freeing.
It is.
Mm.
It is. It's letting go. It's a
Mm.
true letting go.
Mm.
Letting go, letting go. And just, just come to here.
There's actually not much happening then.
Correct. There's fuck all happening. It's all imagined. It's all imagined.
There's just to roughly say like shape of energy or sensation. And then everything else is kind of added to that.
Correct.
Categories and
Correct.
colors and names and yeah.
Good. That's correct.
Mm.
That's true.
It's unbelievably simple or
It is. This is so simple. We miss it.
mm.
Go to the simplicity of it. Accept the simplicity of it. Accept it.
It's almost nothing. I can't say it's nothing because there is something.
Yeah. What you could say is it's no thing.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't say it's nothing.
Mm.
You can't. That's just absurd. But it's absolutely no thing. See the significance of that? No thing versus nothing.
But maybe it's the mind. There's a little bit of conflict in the sense that what I'm coming up against is, well, where does the couch and the room fit in with this sensation? Am I projecting this? Am I dreaming this room?
Let's put it this way. Yeah. What we think the room is, it's not.
Mm. Mm.
What we think something is, it's not.
Mm.
It's not what we think it is.
Yeah. That's enough.
Yeah. Yes. Now, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Yes. But it's not what we think it is. But it is.
Mm.
Everything is.
Mm. I can see how this is an absolute nightmare for the mind.
Yeah.
Like the mind's worst nightmare.
It is. It is. It is. There's nothing more confronting than this. This is the most radical thing. The most radical thing.
Mm.
Yeah. For the mind.
Yeah.
It's the most radical path for the seeming person.
Mm.
The most radical.
Mm.
Yeah, the person sits down in front of me and says, "Oh well, I'd like to learn about non-duality." Okay, well, the first thing you're going to learn is there's no you sitting there. You do not exist. Now go away and mull that over for a little bit. Yeah, it's radical. It can't. There's nothing more radical. There's nothing more radical than this. Nothing more radical. As far as the mind and the seeming person is concerned, and it's fucking radical as.
Yeah.
Well, you might go fucking drop everything. Yeah, you gotta drop everything.
Completely disposed of or disposable. Yeah.
All the things that you thought were sustaining you up to this point in time, drop it.
Yeah.
It hasn't. What do you mean I got to drop it? What? Does that mean meditation too? Yeah. Oh, no. I get such a lot out of meditation. That's the problem.
Mm.
And me believing it's getting something out of it.
I meditate, but when I don't use mantras or visual, any of that kind of thing. I would just use the word meditation, but it would be stillness, being in the body, watching what's happening, feeling.
Good. Now, what is that without the label meditation? What is it? What's going on?
Just being.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, kind of.
Fucking absurd. When are we not being?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to set aside time to be.
Yeah. Or today, I'm really going to be as conscious as I can. I'm just going to be so focused on living in the now today. Just going to be really focused on living. Try not living in the now. Try not living in the now. I'm going to be focused on living in the now. It's absurd.
I struggle with that. Maybe you can help me, because the last few days, I think, out of frustration, I kind of thinking like, I gotta wake up. Like, I gotta catch these stories when they're going on. Today I'm gonna make more of an effort. I'm gonna be more alert. I'm gonna see more.
Right. Take what I said and ponder it for a second. What I said was, let's assume you said, which you kind of just did, yeah. I want to be more vigilant today about being in the now, living in the now, being present. Yeah. And then my response to that is, try not being in the now and see how that goes. Is it possible?
No.
Correct. It's not possible.
No.
So the idea, I'm going to practice living, is fucking absurd. It's totally absurd. You're doing nothing but being in the now. Always. We're always now. We're always here now.
But is it fair to say I'm in the now even when I'm in the story? I know the being is always, okay, I guess.
You're still always in the now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I see that now, yeah. Even when I'm daydreaming or
Correct.
I'm still actually in that.
Yeah, you'd be daydreaming now.
Now. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
See, that's important. Let's see ponder that when we sign out. Like, ponder that. I'm going to practice living in the now. And hold on, hang on a minute, though. Whoa. That should make you laugh. You should get a good laugh out of that when you fully see that.